Going that way, guys.
Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis got into a furious fight outside a Miami nightclub, generating chaos. We're talking about punches thrown, families disregarded, and careers at stake. It all began when Gervonta went too far, casting serious darkness on Crawford and his family. And if that wasn't enough, he insulted Crawford for running around with Canelo. This argument had been simmering for months, but it erupted last night in the most spectacular way. Let's break it down. Let us set the scenario. It was a typical wild night in Miami, with celebrities and athletes taking over the city's hottest nightclub. Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis are among the VIPs, ready to celebrate their recent victory. The two boxing stars were in different sections initially, but as the night progressed, their paths inevitably collided. According to eyewitnesses, Davis approached Crawford in a hostile manner. Crawford, who is known for keeping his calm, initially tried to dismiss it, but Davis soon began clapping back over Crawford's quest of a fight with Canelo Alvarez. The mood turned volatile. Davis scoffed at Crawford, saying, "Canelo doesn't care about you. Man, you're only looking for a fight to make money."
Bit of a fight with you and Terence Crawford. It would be one of the biggest in boxing.
We don't talking about yet about the fight. Me and Turki Alalshikh know each other, and then we wanna see what happens.
And when do you want to get out next? I know you're here in London tonight. When are you going to be in a camp? When are you going to be in a camp? I know you're
in camp. Training camp in March.
Okay, so
at the beginning of the middle of the February.
In an instant, Crawford had reached his breaking point. Crawford snapped and charged at Davis, delivering a punch that caught everyone off guard. Security officials rushed in to separate the two, but the scene had already devolved into anarchy. People screamed, cameras flashed, and the club was completely disorderly. It was a remarkable occasion, but not in a good manner. If you've been following the boxing world, you'll understand why this flash happened. Crawford and Davis have been battling for months, fueled by a series of social media jabs and comments. The rivalry began when Crawford scolded Davis for not being invited to the Turki Alalshikh Special Ring Award ceremony in London, which Davis took personally. Davis, never one to back down, responded by accusing Crawford of prioritizing profits over talent, particularly with his controversial decision to face Canelo Alvarez.
Are you retiring?
Are you losing the love?
What changed?
What made this shit trash? Garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Madam. Gervonta, something should have happened at the time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like, like say you got to walk today.
Insults flew back and forth. Each one is sharper than the last. This feud has been making headlines for a long time, but no one anticipated it to escalate to actual violence until recently.
Bud Crawford, just won his debut at 154. Said if the money's right, we'll fight. Everybody wants that fight. What do you feel about that matchup? People saying the weight, all this stuff. How do you feel about that?
You know, everybody wants to fight me. Everybody calling me out and everything. And you know, like I say, I have nothing to win with Crawford. 2-3 weights class less than me. But if the money is right, why not? Right? Why not? But look, I'm focused 100% on Berlanga. I know I have a challenge in front. I never overlook any fighter. So I'm focused 100% in this, and then we...
Let's get into the Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez feud, which Davis used to criticize Crawford. Crawford's decision to move up to 168 pounds and face Canelo for his unified super middleweight titles has aroused varied reactions.
Terence Crawford was Turki Alalshikh at the other event across town. Put out an open challenge to you on the internet with Turki Alalshikh calling you out. What's your response to Terence Crawford's call out tonight?
No comments.
On the one hand, some see it as a hazardous move, an opportunity to cement his legacy by taking on one of the sport's most renowned figures. Critics claim Crawford is merely looking for a salary and has no chance of defeating Canelo.
Hey, I want Canelo. Is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
That's a big boy. He's strong. That's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass.
Like, yes man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Magno.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as a stepping stone. It's about now.
Davis didn't hold back on this issue, criticizing Crawford for thinking Canelo cares about him or the fight. Canelo is distracted with more important concerns. Davis claims Adley is unaware of your existence, yet you are out here calling for a fight as if it is your retirement plan.
Metal shield and you have a glass shield. Talk about the punch resistance. What do you think it takes assessment, man?
You gonna see? You gonna see?
Could he get it in the future?
Too little.
I mean, you came up from 35, right?
He ain't fighting no real guys at 47.
See, okay. What about everyone's talking about arrow fighting the winner of Canelo and Jamel. Could you ever do that? Is that too much weight or?
What, 168? I
Yeah.
ain't going up there.
Right.
So we got Canelo winning then, right? Then yeah, he fighting at 168.
Many have labeled the Crawford-Canelo bout a circus event created for entertainment rather than sporting value.
Friend, my brother, Terence Crawford, wants to fight Canelo.
Yeah.
Just from your expert opinion, knowing how Canelo fights, what he's like in the ring. I know you haven't been in the ring with Terence, but what do you think of that fight?
I truly believe, that, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that, his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better, you know what I'm saying? But, Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can't count him.
Boxing experts and pundits believe Crawford should earn his chance at 168 by facing the top contenders rather than being handed a direct ticket against Canelo. Davis' words hit a chord, sending Crawford over the brink.
Is that career defining? Is this a legacy fight for you?
Well, when I got shot, for me to change my life the way that I did and stop hanging out with the guys that I hung out with, my career started going up. And yes, this is a legacy fight for me. This is a mega fight. This is a superstar fight. This is all those in one with me and Errol Spence Jr. A lot of people, they writing me off because they say, oh, well, he's too small, or he haven't fought nobody like Errol Spence, or his resume is this, or his resume that. There's a lot of things that a lot of people can say, but on July 29th, all the answers to everybody's questions.
When the Crawford-Davis battle was announced, fans went bananas. Social media was lighted up like a Christmas tree with hashtags such as #SHA or Club Chaos and #SharkitDavis, and the boxing scandal is swiftly spreading. Many supporters support Crawford, believing Gervonta crossed the line by including his family in the battle. Others say Tank is simply exploiting the situation to maintain his status as he approaches retirement. And let's be honest, Gervonta isn't simply throwing hands for fun. He's generating buzz, and it's working.
What changed? What made this shit trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during the time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might regain the love for it though? You never know. Like like you said, you got to walk today.
But here's the kicker: Gervonta isn't just focused on Crawford. He is reportedly in talks for a massive rematch with Ryan Garcia. We're talking about a $150 million contract backed by none other than Turki Alalshikh, the man who has bankrolled some of boxing's most spectacular events.
If I fight Ryan again, if they're not on some host, I text that ass again. Tell them boys to give me 150 M's. I'm coming. You know what I mean? When I start streaming out that, and that, stop it, knock it off, cuz. Stop it. Tell them send that bag, and I'm coming. And I'm,
Turki participation is more than just money. He wants to bring that big show energy to every bout he enters. He is the one in charge of planning. He's involved in Crawford and Gervonta's most recent moves, which are fueling these crossover wars and mega fights.
Canelo, Johnny Boy Boxing Fight Hype. I just want to ask you, what do you think about Terence Crawford? What do we think about Terence Crawford's performance, and do you want to get a fight with him?
If the money is right,
$100 million. I heard Turkey offered you a big money already.
150.
150?
Fans are gushing about how Turkey's presence is altering the sport, making each fight feel like a blockbuster. Whether Crawford pursues Canelo or Tank escalates their feud, it's all part of a larger strategy to dominate the headlines and keep fans glued to their televisions. And with Gervonta looking to go out with a bang, we should expect some significant fireworks before he hangs up the gloves.
Say like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, you know, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later. And he still got that kind of steam. But, you know, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo has, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another. You know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out. You know what I mean?
So, what does this mean for Crawford and Davis moving forward? Well, for Crawford, this occurrence could have significant consequences. He's got a big fight with Canelo coming up. He does not need this kind of upheaval. Promoters and sponsors will be dissatisfied if their athlete makes headlines for street brawls, which could jeopardize the match altogether.
I don't want boxing more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry, you know what I mean? Because I have 2 girls, 2 daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that.
Davis, on the other hand, has been hinting at retirement for some time, and this occurrence may bring him closer to putting up his gloves. He has 1 more bout scheduled against Lamont Roach at the Barclays Center, and rumors of a potential mega fight with Keyshawn Davis are swirling. But this savagery may overshadow his final moments in the sport.
They talking. They talking. They can't do nothing. They talking. But you know how it's gonna get. You know how it's gonna get. But he ain't gonna get a real machine. You know it's gonna get a real one. And I promise you, you better lead them home. You better lead the females home. On my mother, you better lead the females home and the kids. On my mother. Yeah, now watch this. They gonna now watch. They gonna be now there. Watch. Now watch.
What's different from 10 minutes ago?
You know how when they told you say how like I supposed to fought Lomachenko, right? And like how he said like he was retiring, things like that. I feel as though like we've been in it so long that we are getting tired of it. Like we've been beating our body up so long, but it be like situations like just now, like where he talking that spark the plug again.
Yeah, that's what it takes for you. Is that all it takes? Just a little comment? Nah, but that's what I want though. I don't want you to fight me like you're saying you're going out.
It always go like this. Always go like this.
Nah, what I'm saying, you just said you feel like you going out.
They go to sleep.
I don't want you to feel like you going out.
Both combatants might face fines or suspensions from the commissions, and the court of public opinion is already weighing strongly. This is a complicated situation, and the repercussions might be severe for both men.
Saying that he wants you, things like that. Does that stuff just sound crazy, or just like I'm supposed to be called out? You know.
When you look at all the great fighters, they was getting called out by everybody from different weight classes. So it's nothing, that I'm not surprised about.
A Tank would be something that he said he'll touch your chin and.
Man, everybody say, what they'll do, but Tank is in his weight class for a reason, and I don't see him come up to 147 to face me no time.
With all of this intrigue, the main question is whether Crawford and Davis will have an official fight. They have a significant weight difference, but stranger things have happened in boxing. Crawford is a welterweight stepping up to super welterweight, whereas Davis dominated the lightweight division. But with Davis threatening retirement, everything is possible.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that moving up 2 weight classes.
you know, daring to be great.
You would fight him.
Man, tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin. So tell him to come and touch me.
Wow.
Man.
Devontae said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
Got 147?
At 147. I'll make 147.
Ooh, see, oh man.
You gonna have a pre-count.
Then what the people gonna say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
Imagine the hype. If these two decided to settle their disagreements in the ring, it would be one of the most talked about fights in recent history, with fans riveted to their televisions. While there are practical challenges to making this struggle happen, the desire is apparent. So, where are we going from here? Will Crawford and Davis face the consequences of their actions? Could this altercation result in a sanctioned fight between the two? How will this impact their future careers and legacies? There are still many unanswered questions, and the boxing world is eager for further information. One thing is certain: the story is far from over. Crawford and Davis do business both in the ring and on the streets. We'll keep a close eye on what occurs next, so keep tuned for the most recent updates. What are your opinions about this bizarre incident? Are you on Team Crawford or Team Davis? Do you think this feud will escalate into an official fight? Please share your thoughts in the comments area below, and remember to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on the latest boxing action. I will see you at the next one.